Well, hello again, everybody, to another episode here of the Polar Lights Robby the Robot Movie Poster Edition. As you can see, I've been working on Robby here. I went ahead and filled and primed him up, sanded them all down, and I basically went ahead and gave him a base primer coat of some Craft Smart satin acrylic paint. I went ahead and airbrushed his entire body here in layers and bring it up to this shine here. I also did the base as well in the primer too. So let me kind of bring the light down a little bit here, and let me kind of take him off the base here, since he's dry right now. But I kind of gave you a look at it, gave you a 360. So yeah, this is all done with the airbrush, and of course, I mixed it with the ratio with the windshield washer fluid, and like I said, just sprayed it a little at a time and built it up a little bit. So that's our primer. So what I also did too was to go ahead and do some of his other parts as well. As you can see here, we have one of his arms and hands that holds Altaira. So that's all airbrushed with the same satin acrylic black. So that's one there. And next up we have our main housing for his head, and like I said, once again, I went ahead and let me turn this around a little bit, but I went ahead and did that as well. So that is done. And then we went ahead with his faceplate and gave that a quick little spray. So that's all primed and ready to go. So I can kind of come in there and do a little touch up with some different colors, because I'm going to go with the movie poster edition colors. So I'll end up hand brushing that in for all those little parts. So that is done. And we also have the other hand for Robby. So that is done, completely dry now. So that is ready to go. And we got one other thing here. We got the one of the transducer fins. So that is sprayed on as well. So that's where we're standing right now for Robby. Stay tuned, because the next will be here's Altaira. I went ahead and sanded down all her seams along her legs on either side and along her torso. Of course, I filled it in with some Vallejo putty acrylic, and like I said, I just went with a 320 wet sanding, and then came back with the 600 again once I filled all the gaps in. So so she's ready for primer, which I will end up using the Craft Smart white satin acrylic paint, and I'm going to go ahead and airbrush that on here momentarily. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. What I'm going to do first of all is clean up Altaira a little bit. I'm going to use some of the 91% isopropyl alcohol just to kind of clean her up. Like I said, get all the dirt and everything off the model itself before I start airbrushing. So let me just go ahead and get started on that. And like I said, I'm just going to give me a few minutes here. And basically I just kind of do a quick little wipe down just to kind of clean her up a little bit, like I said. And I did this also with Robby before I put any primer on. I wiped them all down with the alcohol as well, just so that the paint has something to stick on without having any dirt or grit, coming up through the paint. So just a quick little touch up, and we'll be good to go. All right. Like I said, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and use some of this white Craftsmart satin acrylic, and basically just going to go ahead and pour it right in the cup of my Pache airbrush, and then thin it down with some of the windshield washer fluid. Like I said, there's no science to this. It's just a matter of getting the feel for it. I'm just kind of shaking it up right now. So, all right. So here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of pour a little bit in here. That looks pretty good. Get the kind of light in here so I can see what I'm doing. And like I said, we'll just go ahead and put a couple little drops in here. And we'll mix her up. Check the consistency of the paint itself. Make sure it's got that like 2% feel to it. So if I'm not talking too much here, I'm just kind of working on this right now, making sure it's right. That looks pretty good. We'll give her a test shot, see how she does. I'll open her up a little bit. Go ahead and give her a shot. I also have some alcohol prep pads because every once in a while the tip does get dried, so I got those ready on the side as well. But before I even start, let me sorry about that. Take advantage of the open hole here, and I'll have something to hold on to so I can turn around if I need to. There you go. All right. Here we go. I'm just basically kind of misting her up a little bit. Like I said, not putting on real heavy, just layering it a little at a time. Get her back in here. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see because you're kind of basically white on white here, but coming together now. Sorry for the noise, but I'm just seeing any areas that I might have missed. Oops, kind of get you. Alright, a little bit more. Still got a little bit there. Alright. This is looking pretty good. Like I said, I'm just kind of just layering it up. Try to keep everything even throughout the whole airbrushing. Stuff dries pretty fast, so yeah, go. Alright, so kind of bring up my little lamp down here and see how she looks underneath the magnifying glass. She's looking pretty good. Give her legs a little bit more of a shot. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. It's got a nice covering of the satin white on her. We'll go ahead and let that dry. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So there you have it. There's my kind of little step on doing Altaira as far as prepping her for the next set of colors I'll be putting on her. So we're going to go ahead and let her dry for a few minutes here, and like I said, we'll get back with you on another episode. But just kind of want to show you kind of a step-by-step routine as far as how I go about doing my model build. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and hope everybody has a good weekend, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye.